what happened at the conclusion.
I mean,
Hey
I think you already got filled in pretty much.
Yeah.
Jake, what do you know?
I know that Hayaba got burned by the Burning Wrath not long before the party got back.
Mm-hmm.
So I assume that means Kasumi probably was not there in time to be of any important help.
Nope.
Did you hear about Blue Eyes?
No.
He took over.
Oh yeah. Yes, yes. So he's king now. I was there for that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we're there. Yeah. And then and yeah, you also heard about how Sada got fucking pushed against the wall by the dude, and it's like, you bought fucking blues here.
Yeah, and that was like the end.
That's where it ended. Yeah.
Mm.
We got a blue cyst. Blue phobia.
Blobia.
No.
Sure. Yeah. So that is where we essentially start, or find ourselves, or yourselves. One second, just looking at something.
Oh my god, neighbor dog, shut up.
No.
Go out there and fight the dog.
No.
No.
Well, now you've got nobody to blame but yourself.
I don't think that's true.
Go give the dog a big old kiss.
I would if I could.
Or bark back at it. You had to.
I don't.
And also pee on it. You have to assert your dominance.
I don't think my neighbors would like that.
Why not?
No.
All right. So yeah, Matamura Hay has just pushed you up against a wall, Sada, with a strength that you didn't know he had. He's a fairly tall man, but he's pretty slender. And given his your previous interactions with him, you always took him as a very relaxed, lackadaisical sort of relatively gentle person. But the man staring at you now is furious, and furthermore, holding you against a wall like you weigh nothing. As he leaves the question in the air, and he's just sort of seething at you, it looks. Before finally he relaxes somewhat, he blinks back, steps, but keeps takes a step back slightly, but keeps a hand on you before going. What happened? How are they forcing you? Are you being mind controlled?
What are you?
You're not enchanted, no. Why are you? No, just what do they have on you?
Nothing.
I can help you if you.
I have something on them.
What?
Their grandsire.
You see gears turn in his head for a second before. What did Nanoxus? You have something on Nanoxus?
I saved his life. He gave me 3 of his grandchildren to help us out. How did you know his name?
That's not important. The important thing is that you brought 3. Have you interacted much with uh um, hey, look over there.
No.
Was he gonna try to like ninja vanish?
Yeah, what the heck?
Please?
Sada keeps staring at him.
I recommend you look over there. Please make a will save.
Yeah, I wish I were in the room. Oh man. Oh! Yeah.
Oh,
No.
you know that is pretty good.
That is so stubborn.
I know this trick. I do it all the time.
Shit, usually that works. Well, um, obviously this was a completely normal interaction, and I didn't threaten you. And he takes his hand off you, and he like slaps the dust off your shoulders and adjusts your armor to be nice and well fitted. It was a nice meeting you today, Daimyo Ryoto. Bye.
Shin was
And
there, right?
you
No.
What is
you have
his?
not seen Shin yet.
Oh. Where's he go?
He turns right around and starts heading back into the bar.
I head in there too to find Shin and follow him.
Wait, no. Why are you following me?
I'm not gonna let you. You just said a bunch of suspicious shit at me. Also, I need to talk to Shin.
Well, he's not available right now. At which point Shin comes out from his private room, sort of looking around the door to see him. Go, oh, hi.
Hey,
What do you mean I'm not available? It's
Shin, are you fucking a
like
dragon? I point at him.
what?
He's probably a dragon. Or he knows a lot of stuff that only dragons should know.
Um.
We told you about fucking dragon Shin.
All right.
Yeah.
This is. You have a
There's
way
a lot going on.
of introducing topics without context that is occasionally frustrating. Can I? All right. You're aware that the Burning Wrath attacked
Yes.
Hayaba?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes.
What did Matamura say that makes you think that he is a dragon?
Have you looked outside yet, or have you been inside most of the day?
I'm aware about the dragon thing.
Okay. Cause yeah, that happened. Then when I showed up here, he came out, pushed me against the wall with inhuman strength. asked me what the deal is with the dragons. I told him the deal, and then he knew the true name of their great grandfather. There's a couple more greats there.
Right.
And then
Oh,
I
no.
asked him why he knows that, and then he tried to brush the whole thing off, and now he's walking over there.
Okay.
I think he tried to enchant me too, but I'm not sure.
Matamura very nonchalantly looks left and right before sort of sidling away, whistling gently. All right. That was stupid of him. As a no, I am not aware that he is a dragon, and hitherto have not had much of an indication to think he was. I mean, it's him.
Yeah.
Why would that he?
I shrug. I mean, you usually seem to know things,
Oh.
so it's just I thought maybe you knew, so I was asking.
No, as far as I am aware, Matamura is a human.
Okay.
And now I'm thinking of things as to why that might not be the case. Where did he go?
God damn it.
Yeah, you just saw let him sidle away, and he successfully did so.
Yeah. I got distracted.
He, um,
Yes, like a shit is
yes,
always like this.
Yes.
absolutely.
Also, yeah. Besides that, yeah, we have you heard about Blue Eyes?
The
The
crime lord.
yeah, he was a dragon.
Okay.
Yeah, and he took over.
Is
He took over.
everyone a dragon, or is there any other
No,
secret dragons I should know about?
just him that I know of.
All right.
I mean, there
Good.
might be more secret dragons, but Sada shrugs.
I mean, I know that there are dragons around, and that they can mimic people.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, it's technically a secret, but it's not gonna be one for much longer because he took over Oromai, and like he did a pretty big show of it by transforming into a dragon, his normal dragon state. So yeah,
Okay, so now there's a Dragon King of Oromai. How long do you think before like Oromai swarmed with dragon slayers and things?
I don't know.
Okay. Do
Hopefully
you
they
want
do.
to slay the dragon?
No, he's a friend of ours.
Okay, so you're
Yeah.
friends with the Dragon King of Oromai.
Yes. I saved his
Is
life actually. Thus why there's the three dragons here as well now.
okay.
Yeah.
That's nice of him.
Yeah. There are his grandkids
Uh,
trying to earn favor with him.
all
It's a
right.
whole thing. Yeah.
Okay.
There's a lot happened, and I gotta deal with this burning wrath stuff too.
All right.
Have you seen Kasumi yet?
Kasumi is in her monastery, which has remained unmolested by the burning wrath while you were away.
Okay.
I'm keeping tabs on her as well.
Okay.
We're in a fairly secure state on the island. The shogunate is not in a good place right now in the north because of you. Defeating that army has rattled some previously unrattled cages, and due to Gadaris' efforts, we are actually in a bit of a position to start making larger moves in the north here.
All right.
May I go back to the whole dragon thing?
Yes. Sure.
Okay, so Madame held you up against the wall with
Yes.
inhuman,
Yes.
he uses air quotes, strength.
Well, yeah, inhuman for his physique, I'd say.
Oh, well, he could just be stronger than he looks. That's a normal
True.
thing. I'm a lot stronger than I look.
Yeah. But no, yeah,
I
he
mean,
was like overcome with rage, asked me why I brought blues here.
that is
Musical
unusual.
genre.
Yeah, and then after I explained to him what I explained to you about Blue Eyes, he's like he mentioned him by his real name, Nonoxus, there. And then he
That's also interesting.
yes. And then he tried to shake the whole thing off, brush it off, and
And
run make his way back in here, and then you showed up, and then we were caught back up, and now he's disappeared.
now he's disappeared.
Yes.
I'm going to
This is it.
find Madamura.
Do you know anything about the Burning Wrath's current whereabouts, by the way? Or is she still
No,
up in the air? Okay. The dragons are looking
she
for her
is
too, so.
literally up in the air. Um, are okay.
Yeah.
How strong are those dragons? Because
Uh,
the Burning Wrath kind of
yeah.
puts me at ill at ease,
Yeah.
and I'm, me. So
I warned them and told them as much as I could, but we'll see if they get overconfident.
Did you
Mm.
tell them that she is like a god?
Yeah.
Okay, couldn't remember. Cool.
Just God in mortal form, MBD,
Yeah.
MBD.
And told them not to underestimate her, but yeah. And then yeah, they transformed. Yeah, I was hoping they have a little more what's the word I'm looking for?
Tact.
Hmm?
Tact.
Oh yeah, tact, like the hide
Finesse. Mm-hmm.
a bit, but they decided, oh no, we're just gonna go right away, and then erupted into their dragon forms and flew over the city, and then yeah, everybody saw it. I was hoping to
Mm-hmm.
ease people into that.
Well, you didn't.
Nope.
Okay, that's fine. This is fine. The island is now associated with evil dragons, and there's another potential dragon that I may have been having sex with for months without knowing.
Yes.
And we're now allied to Oromai, that is led by a dragon.
Yes.
Oh, dragons out
Nothing.
here.
Nothing really official yet,
Oh,
but pretty much.
okay. How much of an asset is that? Because Oromai doesn't exactly have an army. Like, how dragon is this dragon?
He's very dragon. Like
Quantify it for me.
uh
A scale of 1 to 10.
10.
Okay.
Yes.
He is. So. Okay. Good. So he's a he's a blue dragon.
Yes.
Okay, so blue dragons are. They'll get to be about 160 feet long when they're at their biggest, so it's about that size.
Probably.
Okay.
I didn't really get an accurate measurement, but it's like his knees, like a palace was up to his knees.
What?
Yeah.
Stop.
You do you know how height and length
No.
measurements work?
Not a whole brainless potato.
I don't even know my own height half the time.
3 apples. 3 apples tall.
Or blurbus.
I've been to Oromai. The tallest building in Oromai is that stupid tower on the palace that's just like a pencil.
Oh yeah, that.
that came up to his knees.
Was it cells?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
actually, his knees were visibly higher than it.
A little bit higher. His knees.
His knees were
Yeah.
over 100 feet tall.
Yes.
So what you're telling me is that the former crime boss, now king of the River Kingdom,
Yes.
is a dragon that's larger than any other dragon known for the last epoch.
Yes.
Epoch. Epic? I actually don't know how to pronounce that word.
Me neither.
Epoch.
Okay. Okay. Do we have to take care of his 3 grand whatevers? I don't like how long it's taking you to
Yeah, I'm just
answer the
thinking.
question.
Like, as much as we reasonably can, I imagine.
What did he really want you to do with his 3
I think he
grand?
mostly just wanted them out of the way, because
Okay.
they've been sort of mooching off him for centuries.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. In what ways have you been manipulated by him?
I mean, like,
That's a serious question. You're dealing with a dragon. And apparently a really gigantic old one. Like, th- I can't even think what it's like to have a breadth of experience like that. They must have plans that might happen in 1,000 years. Why would you even think to do anything with this thing and not just like run away immediately? This is something so incredibly ancient and alien that doing so makes me that thinking about the gravity of the situation makes me upset, and I'm on 6 different downers right now.
I mean, he didn't really manipulate it at all. Like it was God.
That's what you think, man. Girl.
Oh boy.
How did he become king? Why? What made the difference? Why did he do that?
uh, there was a God. So okay. So there was this lockdown in Oromai that happened because we hit the tower there. That tower you were talking about earlier. We hit it with the sky skiff. The king was pretty mad about it, so he put the whole city on lockdown to figure out who did it.
Mhm.
And then there was a whole bunch of other stuff that happened. We met Blue Eyes after. Well, yeah, there was a chain of events led to us meeting Blue Eyes, and he wanted the same guy that Bat Bear wanted dead.
That
So we
was
killed.
convenient.
Yeah, so we killed him, and yeah, it turns out that guy had killed Blue Eyes' paramour, his mate.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, we killed him, retrieved the armor that he had made out of her corpse and weapons and all that, so Blue Eyes could properly burial her.
Okay.
Yeah, and then Akios, you know Akios' sword, the evil one that explodes.
Yes. Yes.
It got really mad because yeah, we found out that there was this guy named Locale we met, and he knows his magical history.
Is that the guy in the purple robe and the white mask?
Yes, him.
Okay.
Yeah, and he realized that the sword is was actually the Sword of Wrath.
Okay.
Do you know about that?
No.
Is apparently it's something the ancient Elf King made that
Okay.
was what made the Kalthrock Desert.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's been just like head and hands at this point.
Shin, as this has been going on, Sada has had to follow him back into his room as he's just gone over to a shelf of various jugs and bottles and stuff, and has taken a glass and started pouring it, and stopped after about his third okay in that sentence, and just started drinking it from the bottle
Okay.
while rooting around for something else.
He's looking for more and more downers.
Okay. So anyway, uh, so the sword. I'm sure there's the ancient elves and the blue dragons have bad blood. So the sword got pretty pissed.
Yeah, that's like
Yeah.
incredibly ancient history, man.
Yeah.
That's like you find friggin' ancient, musty old tomes in the oldest libraries, and like they're talking about it in the past tense. That's how old this guy is?
Yeah. Well, maybe. I'm not sure. The sword is at least though.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Anyway, the sword got really mad. It flew out of Akio's hands.
Flew
Or
out of
or
Akios?
did it fly out of Akio's hands or did it drag him along, Cells? I can't remember exactly.
It like put him in a body of armor made up of
I just can't
itself.
remember. I can't remember what happened first because I know like the sword. The sword
He
like
was just sort of close to Blue
oh yeah
Eyes and
he was close to Blue Eyes. The sword sort of like took over, drew Blue Eyes' blood, and
okay.
took over Akio.
Okay.
And then one of Blue Eyes' dudes was a.
Shin has fallen back onto his pillows and
Yeah.
just has hit the bridge of his nose in between his fingers
One of
and
Blue
is
Eyes'
lightly
dude
massaging it.
was a traitor. Slapped some weird magic cuffs on him that prevented him from transforming back into his dragon state.
Okay.
And then this burning wrath persona or no the sword of wrath personified
Okay.
with taking over Akio was trying to kill him and us.
But it didn't,
No, so
clearly.
yeah. So yeah, we dealt with the whole thing. I ended up the way we dealt with it was that I ended up getting Blue Eyes free of the cuffs, and then he fucking he went flying up out his roof of his palace,
Okay.
turned into his dragon form, and just brought down the storm on the Sword of Wrath. Akio had gotten up at this point, by the way. He was like inside of it. It's a whole weird thing. I don't know.
That's good.
Yeah, but yeah, he brought down the whole storm on it. I was deafened by the thunder for very briefly.
Hmm.
Yes. And then yeah, he took out the personification of the Sword of Wrath, put the sword back to sleep.
Okay. At a certain point, he becomes king of Oromai. What
Yeah,
happened?
this is where it lines up. So you know him doing that, he turned into his like I said, he turned to his dragon form. Basically everyone in Oromai saw that.
Yeah.
And then the king of Oromai came up with his army and was like, get out of here. Yeah, son of a bitch. You dragon son of a bitch.
The giant dragon.
Yeah. And then Blue Eyes said no.
He
And,
said,
and then he sent he transformed into that giant form next to the palace, like I told you about. You
okay.
sent out a telepathic message to evacuate the palace, so everyone got out, destroyed the king's palace, and
Okay.
then he pretended to eat the king. Then he spat him out, and then he banished him, and then he became king.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
And you had nothing to do with that part, right?
No. We were just there.
Make a bluff check.
Oh. Or yeah, no, yeah. Okay, yeah.
But you need to get better at lying if you're going to be in charge.
I mean, I didn't really think of. I said like, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna become the king? And I guess he decided, yeah, I'm gonna become the king.
Sada,
Because he was like, I'm tired of this king and his shit.
you probably walked through a plan that he thought of as soon as he saw you. You've made me very upset about life in general. I'm going to take. I don't know what this is, but I'm going to take it. And I don't think I'll be able to talk to you afterwards for
Okay.
a couple hours. When I'm back from wherever I go, we'll discuss this more.
Okay.
If you see Matamura, tell them if that if they are a dragon, it would be really convenient to know because we might need their help with the whole everything you just told me. All right, see you later. At which
Okay.
point he pops something into his mouth and just chugs the rest of the bottle he was drinking, slowly falling back onto the pillows. Kasumi.
Yes.
How was your day today?
Well, I woke up. I had like a nice, Tatsu found a recipe for like buttermilk biscuits that were imported from Ardania. The recipe was an Ardanian recipe, not the biscuits themselves. You know what I mean? So we made some buttermilk biscuits. Had a little bit of like jam and honey. It's really nice. Good morning. Saw a big smoke cloud coming from the south. That's weird. Anyways, and then I read my weekly correspondence that I'm sure that the monastery somehow gets.
Well, you do get correspondence at the library, at the monastery. But it would not travel in time to inform you that Hayaba had been attacked.
That's what it says.
No, it does not. You would not get information regarding that for another couple of days or so. Unless it was actually no, if it was a Pony Express thing running. If a train leaves Hayaba traveling 70 miles per hour.
No.
Actually, no, if you just keep changing horses and couriers, then actually, yeah, it would be reaching you probably tomorrow.
Okay, well I'm having a regular day, and
Okay.
it's delightful.
How has this last month gone now that you've been able to spend paying absolute attention to your pupils with a
I'm feeling
full coterie of different elements? As now, you basically you have full, uh, or rather, you have a class of each type of kineticist.
yeah. So I think things are going pretty well. There's a lot of like school temple unity. We have weekly events like little like on Wednesdays, whatever I forget what the equivalent of Wednesday was. We have like a little poetry slam, and
Oh my
everybody's.
god.
I know it's great. It's so good. And I feel like a lot of my students are doing really well. Naturally, some of them have more or less natural propensity towards the art, but overall, people are happy. There's even some people who are taking Amino's spear fighting classes. It's very
Mhm.
cool. It's like a lot of ha and hoofs in the morning.
Mm.
Yes,
Be fun to
class.
wake up to.
No, it's like the Kurokal.
Mhm.
You hear the first ha in the morning, you're like, ah, morning has come. And you know what? Kasumi hasn't had a drink in a month. Isn't that something?
Ah, is it a dry campus?
She tends to like it's not by rule a dry campus, but you know what? She's been trying to work on herself, and by golly, there's nothing that could really just kind of make her turn back to the old drink today.
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, does uh how does how are your primary counterparts for the other elements? How is Tatsu and Kemnuriel? And well, I suppose the your rock boy would be Ara.
Yeah,
Fuck
he's
boy.
and I will say I think Ara's doing really well. I think now that he's gotten over that mental roadblock, much like that episode of Avatar: The Last Airbender, he's really taken to his work and has improved quite a bit.
Mm.
And one day might be the actual official teacher of that section.
Oh.
Not today, but one day. Um, Tatsu's doing good. We went on a date last night.
Oh,
I know it was really cute. There was like a little like the sky was really pretty, and there was a shooting star.
oh.
I know,
How ideal.
I know, it's idyllic. Like nothing
Yeah.
could go wrong in this
Did
monastery.
did Kasumi convince Tatsu to use the wrist and ankle weights of Ata and Ket, or
Oh, absolutely. He's like buff. Like
ah,
he's cut.
Oh shit.
yeah, it doesn't
He
add
has
mass.
he
It
has
just
an
makes
eight
you a little bit more defined.
he has a
Yeah, that's
15 pack now.
Probably
he's
not.
even more handsome than before.
You just
And
want him
Kasumi,
securely at the top of the hot list. That's
I
all this is.
I mean, I forgot the hot list existed. However, I mean, if we're talking about it, obviously he's going to be at the top. He's literally hot.
Mm. Yeah, he has a temperature about 120 degrees normally.
Yeah.
Um, okay. And Kemnuriel, being your air person, I'm sure is doing quite well.
Yeah.
Um,
I've actually I've had talks with Kid Nuriel that I've essentially appointed her as like the equivalent of a vice principal figure around the
mm,
school.
she's your McGonagall.
Yes.
Uh,
She's reliable, skillful, and good with the teachings.
mhm. And then you have two more, Valine
Yeah.
and oh, I've forgotten his name.
Rendato?
Rendato. Two elven friends, your sorcerer and wizard, your archivist and teacher. They live with you too, effectively, in a
Yeah.
different building. Valine having set up her archive now your in your monastery and has begun her own research on the subject. Rendato assisting as well, just observing the incredible inherent connection between the elements and these people without the use of a learned or bloodlined magic. It's wonderful.
Yes, it's something new's happening here.
It's magnificent. A horseman is flying practically, getting the absolute most speed out of their animal as they travel around the pond leading up to uh the 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 Torii Gate, um and through it into the monastery itself, past the hot and hawing spears, and past the slowly waking students, and right up to your front door
Okay,
where
hang on. As this is happening, Kasumi is starting to take a nice, slow sip of tea.
Mhm.
Yes,
uh,
just establishing a shot.
a uh, a a Sarugan soldier, you can tell, having the symbol of the dragon upon their uh, uh, helmet, gets off the horse, walks over to you, nods, or rather bows before the steps, and climbs the steps and hands you a scroll, a missive.
I motion as
I
he's
like
still
to.
taking a very long sip.
I like to imagine
I
he just fucking darts out the door where he can read it.
I
Says,
I
and the note
motion
just
for
says, "Shit's fucked."
Tatsu to open up the missive and read it.
Mhm. Tatsu opens up this, unfurls the scroll, and says, "Oh, it's from Shin. Hayaba's been attacked by the Burning Wrath.
Kasumi spits her tea everywhere,
There's a
but then she like
scene.
catches it midair.
There's,
Okay.
you know, that one spray effect in Gary's mod?
Yes.
There's a
Yes.
scene in the Half-Life Full Life Consequences, the end, where uh, John Freeman drives, I think, some vehicle past a pair of Combine guards, and one of the Combine guards is drinking a cup of tea or a cup of coffee, and John Freeman goes flying past, and there's a beat, and then the guard has that spray effect out of their mouth as the rest of as their head is just locked in place, and the rest of their body
Yeah.
is spinning around.
Yes.
Kind of what I just imagined.
Yes. That's exactly what happened.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Tatsu looks at you before going, okay, that's literally all it says. He spins it around and shows you.
Uh, okay.
Oh, wait, no. It
Oh,
does say shit's fucked at the bottom.
oh, like real little tiny text.
Yep.
Uh, okay. Well, this was a really good month while it lasted.
Yeah, it really was.
Guess,
Probably why it has to end this way.
guess I'm just go save the day or something. Okay. Well, I, I love you. Gonna go get dressed. Gonna go, just let everybody know what's going on. Yeah?
He nods before hugging you softly and going, be careful.
I'll kick her ass. Don't worry.
Okay.
And
Just do it
yeah.
carefully.
Oh, yes, of course. Yeah, I get it dressed in my my little adventuring outfit.
Get on the
Okay.
big boots.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
my business boots. Basically
Yeah.
the outfit that you see in the commission.
Ah,
It's a good outfit.
it is. Okay. Um, All right. So you then begin traveling south, I suppose. Um, it might take some time to get there because you won't just be traveling constantly like that message was.
Yeah.
Um, and you don't have a road leading to you.
Not yet. Yeah.
So you have to make your way down via the Shirado Road and down towards Hayaba. So you will take a few days, we'll say 3, to get there.
Okay.
Traveling as quick as you can. During those 3 days, what do the rest of you get up to?
That is simply too many days.
I'm sorry.
We need our Kasumi. So Pow takes the boat. The flying one.
Oh, okay.
We need the water lady because everything's on fire.
Gonna try to spot me from the air.
Oh yeah, Pow's got great eyes.
Pow does have great eyes.
Look what your
and
special eyes.
honestly, Pow, if you took the boat kind of immediately, you would probably just get to Kasumi kind of as she's just sort of left
Awesome.
and is meandering through the woods. The only issue is spotting her through the woods. So could you make a perception check?
Bitch, why you meandering? We got stuff to do. Don't meander. Okay, let me get my character sheet up.
Not me either.
Drive the boat. Driving the boat through the sky. Trying to spot Kasumi.
Okay. You spot Kasumi.
Yes.
Or
I just hear from the sky, bitch.
She would never. She would never. That's not her style.
absolutely not.
Motherfucker.
No.
Shit.
Don't put words into my beautiful baby girl's mouth.
All right. So how does this happen then?
Presumably, Paulina sails down, crashes through some trees, and appears next to you, Kasumi, in an idling sky skiff.
Hell yeah. It looks awesome.
Oh, okay. That was loud. Hi. Hi.
Get in.
You could have killed me.
No, never.
Do we got hot girl shit to do?
Oh god, yeah. I have so much to fill you in on the drive back. So buckle up.
I've got a great. Yeah, I got a lot to tell you too. All right,
Yeah,
cool.
I'm sure you do. Let's go.
Okay, I get it.
Pow tells Kasumi all of the things that happened that are stupid and bad. The mess that we've got ourselves into. Yeah, so that's about the long and short of it.
So, like, how big was the dragon?
Let's see. Something about knees. I don't know. Anyway.
If you guys would like to just put a number on it,
His
you
knees
would
were.
estimate.
Her knees. His
Since
knees
you
were.
did, yeah, since you have seen Blue Eyes at full size, you can tell that he would be from nose to the tip of his tail about 1,500 feet long.
Yeah, Pau gives a way more succinct and accurate description of his size than Sada did to Shin. And yeah.
Huh. All right. That's
so he's like
big.
beginning of the world kind of big or something.
Okay.
I don't know.
But he's on our side, right?
I mean, what does that really mean? You know?
I mean,
At the moment, sure.
That's the important thing.
Yeah, that's about all we've got.
So yeah, I had a good time too, and then I regale you about my month.
Wow.
It sounds much better than what you had to go through.
Honestly, it's a breath of fresh air. Yeah.
We had a birthday party for the Minotaur kids.
Oh,
It was great. It was so good.
that's good. Are they are they triplets? Do they all have the same birthday?
No, they're actually different ages.
But I mean, who's who's keeping track?
I
They don't know their birthdays either, so like they're
well,
they were just
Yeah, we picked a day.
that's
It was
fair.
the whole
That's
thing. It was
nice.
really
That's
cute.
nice. It's kind of nice they
Yeah,
all get to share the same day, celebrate
yeah.
together.
We made some traditional food from the Twin Kingdoms.
Oh, is it spicy?
Yeah, it was really
Oh,
spicy. Yeah,
yeah.
looking
Okay,
forward to some stuff.
that's good.
Yeah.
Anyway, here's the smoldering wreckage of the city.
Huh. That's what the smoke was. I thought that somebody was just like, having a little bonfire at the base of the mountain.
No.
It seems bad.
Yeah.
Okay, guess I should go help, huh?
I mean, I think the fire is out.
the
Okay.
fire is out. It's basically it's just mostly smolder. It's just smoldering in a few places.
We gotta
Um,
act on this, and it's good to have you around because, you know, that the element that you inhabit is good.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I'm glad you think so.
I mean, in this situation in particular is what I mean.
Right.
Yeah. So you're part of the government or whatever. Okay. Anyway.
Oh, you missed me.
Yeah. Whatever.
oh,
Missed you too, buddy.
It was had a lot to keep me occupied.
It certainly sounds like it. You were being like a chaperone the whole time there, huh?
Yeah.
That's,
That's
what, what,
kind of the roles that we've been put in.
what can we do?
Nothing,
Who's to say?
really can't do much at all. We're kind of stuck.
all right.
So, what's the plan? Are we going to meet up with the team?
I would presume we're gonna go meet up with the team. I don't fucking know what we're
Part of
gonna
your
do.
team,
But
well, your ancillary members of the team are still on the sea.
Yes. Akio's in a fugue state.
Mm, that is true.
Can't believe
Batfire is
Akio's
not.
feud.
Batfire is just tired,
Sada.
and an even. Oh, well, actually,
yeah.
no. At this point, you probably go to sleep.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, Sada, what would you do?
Let me see. I guess I'll well, how long was Pow's trip here? I was wondering because probably Sada after talking to Shin will probably go around check around the city on people as best she can.
True.
She doesn't have much
Pal
in the
going
way of healing.
to Kasumi back and forth, I think, is like an hour and a half trip. Um, so 3 hours round. Uh, so yeah, unless I'm losing my brain, am I? I should actually use the calculator that was so kindly set up for us by our good friend Frood.
But yeah, no, Sada would probably check on most of the city first, and then check on the goblins.
Mhm.
I feel like
Uh,
I Tombstone want to check on the goblins first, but
yeah, you find the city. The city's not in good shape.
yeah,
There's a lot of damage,
yeah,
primarily to living space.
yeah.
It's interesting. Either it's because they're just hard targets in that they were the best defended, or because the Burning Wrath is just that vicious and vindictive. She apparently aimed primarily at homes. The goblins took some damage, but apparently their ridiculously dense structure that they have constructed for themselves incorporates a number of internal fire breaks, and so they were spared severe damage.
That's good.
Cream, as you start touring it as best you can.
How you
because
doing, Cream?
Totally forgot that was his name.
Yeah.
the
You know,
tunnels here,
you
the
guys got
hallways in this goblin city, within a city, are well, rather goblin sized. He basically says,
I'm
yeah,
going.
basically it's all ablative, so it's it's if something falls off, it falls off, you put it back up, it's fine.
Okay. How have you guys been doing? You guys sort of all moved here, and
Well,
then we got like pulled away on our business.
yeah, so we basically had a month to ourselves, and nobody really bothered us for sure, which was nice. Kind of, wasn't exactly open-armed greeting, but we did have like no people trying to like throw bricks at us or things. So it's been good. It's been nice. Being attacked in the middle of the night the day previous was less nice, but as I
Yeah.
said, we had less of a problem with that with maybe other parts of the city. Knock
Yeah.
on wood. And we got a place now, and their place, such as it is, Goblin Town is
Hell
like a
yeah.
miniature version of the Kowloon walled city, except it is designed. The goblins have essentially taken, like, noticed, taken a look at the native Hadanese architecture, miniaturized it, and then piled it up on top of itself
Very good.
for about 5 stories. So it's basically pagodas on top of pagodas on top of pagodas,
True
and
architectural mastery.
just like a couple of tories on the sides, and you're not sure how stable it is, or how actually it stays standing, or how anybody can actually live in the thing. But apparently, they like it just fine.
That's good.
Of course, there are a couple of places where you see a pagoda has been burnt off and fell away. But yeah, apparently he's right in that it was an ablative pagoda, and the goblins beneath were okay.
That's good. All right.
Oh, I should note that that actually, because right now it's only because population is based on the squares of a building, the Goblin Town is only taking up 1 square, so it's only giving you 200 population. It really should be giving you 1,000. I'll have to talk to Fruity about that.
Jeez, is
Um,
that how many goblins there is?
More or less.
Jeez, that's a lot of goblins. And their big Goblin Town tower.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah. And
Yeah, they reproduce.
yeah.
And yeah, you got so you got Goblin Town. As you continue investigating the various parts of the city, people look to you, and
I
people
want
seem to be comforted by your presence. You also get the sense that people are looking to you for, what are you going to do about this? Because it's one thing for the Burning Wrath to burn down a lumber mill or a completely unclaimed area of the island. It's another thing for Hayaba to be damaged like this.
So I just determined to not let this happen again.
Mm.
Anywhere. Burning Wrath ends. Extinguished.
But how?
I'll figure it out. But that's she's gonna dedicate everything to that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's soon that Pao returns with Kasumi, allowing for another reunion. And soon you all are together again.
So yeah, the rest of the city's in pretty bad state, but surprisingly the goblins weren't off too bad. I mean, it looks like a flaming death trap, but they got a lot of contingencies apparently. Yeah.
You just gotta make sure these doors close. I want the smoke too.
So I presume Pal filled you in on everything, Kasumi? What
Yeah.
happened?
A little bit, a few things,
Oh.
you know.
Yeah. Also, there's a new thing I can fill both of you in on now, which I'm sure will sound very good. Muramata, that the prostitute that Shin
Yeah.
fucks.
Okay.
He might also be a dragon.
Matamura.
He's a
Oh,
nice. Be nice.
Matamura. Oh yeah, he is. Well, yeah, he was nice. He might
What?
still be. He might be a dragon, too.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're just kind of coming out of the woodwork now.
Yeah.
I guess that's our life at this point.
Yeah.
It's just suddenly everything is dragons and also on fire.
Yeah.
Great.
Oops, all dragons.
Yeah. Yep. It really kind of is. Oops. So is he a problem? Is he cool?
I don't know.
Okay.
He was not happy about the blue dragons.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They did. Yeah. They
Yeah.
were out there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh boy.
They decided, oh, we're gonna go after the burning wrath, and just decided to fly off. Oh, 1 second. Sorry, I'm back.
Okay.
I just had something, but yeah. So he grabbed me, pushed me against the wall. Was like, how could you bring blues here? Ah.
Well,
And then he was like, did they brainwash you, mind control you, or whatever? And then I told him about how their grandsire sent them with us, and then he actually mentioned Nanoxus by name.
he knew the guy's name.
Yeah, not just Blue Eyes. He
Great.
called them Nanoxus. So yeah.
That is
Huh.
suspicious.
So his name's Noxus. I just heard he was a big dragon.
Yeah.
No, I give you all the clues, Mr. Policeman.
Now, just one more thing. I know you did it.
Yeah, and then he tried to brush the whole thing off. I walked after him. Then I ran the Shin and I talked to him about it. But then while I was talking to Shin, he decided he managed to quietly step away because I was sort of distracted by everything,
Okay,
and I
okay?
don't know where he is right now.
Should
It's
we
at
be
this point
looking for
that
him?
the door of
Oh.
of your castle's meeting hall slides open dramatically, and standing in it is Madame Murahay.
Oh, there
Speak
he
of the
is.
devil.
Sarai, or Lady Ryudo, I have a confession to make to you.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy.
And with that, his form shifts. There is a bright light, and swirling through the air, suddenly appears the long tube-like form of a dragon.
Ah.
wingless with short clawed legs and a majestic pair of almost mustache-like whiskers at the
Oh,
very front
yeah.
of their
Yeah,
lizard-like
An
face.
imperial one.
Yeah.
A great mane of black hair
Uh-huh.
between two antlers at the back of its head, and traveling down the bright white scales of their body,
Ooh.
Matamura's koi tattoo, continuing it wrought in differently colored scales along the entire length of the dragon.
Oh my god, so fancy.
And he has a very different composure to the other dragons you have met, as instead of being this vaguely threatening, kind of socially manipulative force, you feel at ease almost immediately as the coiled form of this dragon, which is about, you'd say, between like 18 to 20 feet long. It's a frail, it's sort of coiled up on itself.
Yeah.
But still has a almost artfully posed finish to their transformation. From somewhere, air from wind tosses the mane of black hair off to the side, and you hear his voice say, "Behold, I am
Yeah.
your protector.
Huh?
Huh?
I am a golden dragon."
You don't look gold.
Well, no, I'm a subspecies. No, but yes, I am.
Oh, okay.
I am a golden dragon, protector of tea.
Huh.
And
Sense mode.
I look.
This is is he a gold dragon or is he just full of himself? What's happening here? I don't know anything about dragons, but I
he
want to
seems
know what
pretty
he thinks.
sincere.
Oh, well, that doesn't mean anything.
Sada, you get the same thing that he's not like. Well, no, you do get the sense that he's full of himself, but you also get the sense that he's also telling the truth.
Yeah, I don't know what ability dragon knowledge would be, but I probably don't have it.
Knowledge dragon.
It's actually knowledge arcana.
Oh, I think I have that because I'm a cleric. Yeah. It's not good.
Well, pal.
Uh-huh. What do I know about dragons?
He doesn't look gold to you. Mm-mm. He has white scales, and typically the
white.
color is literal.
Yeah, I don't
Are
know.
you sure you're not a silver dragon?
I am not a silver dragon.
He's
No,
not- he's like a beautiful pearl.
I am a beautiful. Thank you. That is
Yeah.
that actually
Yeah.
is a pretty apt description. Although I'm not pearlescent, it's more of a metallic.
Oh.
I am a white gold dragon.
Ah, okay.
Ooh. Is that real? That sounds great. Are there rose gold dragons?
Yes,
Oh my god.
but
Are
they are in the south of T. The white gold
Oh.
dragons, or ivory dragons, are have been given the protection of the east of T, which you are all in, as a result of being in Haruno.
So wait.
Kinda.
What?
Well, you're in T, kinda. is what I mean,
I mean,
because
but
you're belling.
no,
And
why were you here and like and I mean,
what do you mean? Why am I here? I live here.
I just mean why were you posing as a prostitute? I figured dragons would be, chilling out on top of a mountain or something.
Hey, I assume dragons could do whatever the hell they want.
Metamora points at Pow and is like,
Yeah.
You
I
just
like
want to
having
fuck?
sex.
Okay,
Yeah.
understandable.
Sometimes
Why do
fucking
I have
is
to? Sex
fucking
work
is
is
Matamer is
a
chilling on a mountain.
perfectly
No,
honorable
yeah, it is. I was just wondering.
career choice,
Yeah.
and I have to go through different. Like you are all like mayflies. I have to go through different lifespans, so I figured that this one would be fun,
That's very sad, but
at least
also
interesting.
yeah.
I'm immune to all your venereal diseases, so like don't
That's
have to
good.
worry about that.
Yeah.
Um,
Wait, is there like just one of you on this island?
yes.
Okay. Is there one on each island?
Um, eh, some of the islands have more than one.
Okay.
A few may have left. A lot of them live in the mountains in
Yeah,
the east.
that's what I thought. So yeah, if, dragons and mountains.
Well, I mean, not all of us. The rose gold ones, they're primarily ocean dragons,
Oh,
and
okay.
anyway, and he has sort of fallen out of his dramatic pose earlier and very rapidly goes back into it to to say, I fear for you, Sada, that you have been dragged into a trap that you might not know, working with these blue dragons and these powerful, most powerful dragon. The Nanoxus is a terrible force.
Oh, almost assuredly.
Yeah,
He is
maybe.
ancient and powerful beyond reckoning. And you said something about him declaring himself king of Oromai?
Yeah.
Okay, that wasn't part of the plan.
And
What plan?
Is that actually is that actually a question that Asai is asking?
Yeah, does Asai come in?
True.
Yeah.
To answer your question, actually to answer both questions, I don't know. You are in danger so long as you are interacting with that entity. And it's at that moment that the door behind him opens again.
oh
Who
no,
is it?
it's not a great time to have someone pop in.
As well, actually, Pow, if your eyes are drawn towards the door, but you do feel a flash and a rush as
Oh shit.
something shifts in the peripheral of your vision. But there is a very now, the door having opened, there is a very small, huddled mass of clothes with a gigantic hat in the doorway. The darkness of the night sky framing him, and as it enters, lightning crashes behind him.
What the fuck? Logan?
Lightning crashes behind you again.
Emerging from hermitage.
So, it's been a little while. Hi,
Yeah.
guys.
You've been locked in a tower for like 2 years.
Has it really only been 2 years?
Y-
Whoa.
Has it been 2 years, Sals?
It feels a lot
Like a
longer.
context,
It's been
Jack
like a year and a half.
He's one of the players from the original campaign. He played with us for a while on the on this one as well, and then stepped away for reasons. But now he's back. This is his little
I don't know.
Wyvern
Yeah.
friend.
Flying kobold.
Flying
Yes.
Cobalt Logan. Jack, this is like a who can't talk right now because she lost her voice.
Yes. Anuva also
I feel
lost.
that intensely.
Nuva also lost his voice.
Yeah, so
he's not
dead
here
right now.
completely. Yeah.
Yeah, we're having a fun voice night tonight. But yeah, I invited Jack back to
Yeah.
close out the campaign.
I was surprised.
And,
Yeah.
and Logan is here.
Yeah,
Surely
Logan.
for no interesting reason.
Logan. Yeah. How long has he been in that tower, Sals?
For about a year and a half.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Almost 2 years. Yeah. Jeez.
Has it really only been almost 2 years?
Yeah.
Huh. Man, time flies when you're eating.
What?
Yeah.
No,
You said it.
No,
It's a really good book.
What have you been up to? I guess there's a lot going on.
Let's see. So, sounds with the particular manifestations, would anything like just be immediately visible with underneath his hat?
Well, your hat covers you and quite substantially. If you were to take it off, though, yes, there'd be some very immediate indications of something.
Okay, so then it just normal Logan, just yeah. Instead of purple, it's black. You know,
Oh.
that's obviously thematically appropriate. So
Oh, actually, Manamura is in the room. So in the room, Logan, currently is Sada, Kasumi, and Pao, who have been discussing some things that have been going on. But with them is also another man, actually someone that you actually probably don't know because you weren't involved in that part.
No. We
but-
picked up Manamura in the same city the tower was.
Yes, but I don't think
yeah.
Jack.
No, Jack was not here. No.
There is a handsome man in a loose kimono. One of his shoulders is bare, and you can see that he has a sort of, well, he has a tattoo disappearing down into the folds of his clothing of several koi and water going down the side of his body. But as he's standing there, you see him go sniff the air twice and then narrow his eyes at you. You have rotten food on you?
I suppose you could say that in a way. Sure.
Oh no.
Depends on what's thinking you as food of the other day. But how have the weapons and armaments been? I know we've been sending them out. Have they been working well?
Yes.
Good. That's good.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much you've been kept abreast of things while you're been in there, but there's been a lot. You know, the floating elf city. I pointed that. The general
yeah.
direction would be. Yeah.
There's a giant elf city floating above Hayaba. That's something that
Yeah,
you
that's
wouldn't notice
that's
walking
yeah,
here.
yeah, that's Amberillion.
City
They're
of the Wings
cool.
of the Phoenix.
I've been
Yes.
looking every once in a while.
Yeah.
It's growing.
Then the big tower that looks like a bunch of buildings stacked on top of each other. That's Goblin Town. That's recent. That was like about a month ago.
Oh, it's been a couple of months since I looked.
Yeah.
But neat. Um.
And there's
The
also
game.
there's also more there's more elves, the sun elves, who got banished from the city of the Wings of the Phoenix. There's the Skitterkin, who are underground. They're rat-like people. And
I've got a monastery now.
yeah, Kasuma's got a monastery.
Teach people kineticist things.
We fought off a giant army of the Shogun.
I'm the Pope.
What we went to
How is the Pope?
yeah, Pau became the Pope. We went to the realm of Polonius and the realm of Silva.
Oh.
Yeah.
I see. Well, I've been missing a lot while reading and
Yeah.
doing some experiments.
Yeah. Shinichi died, but then we went to the realm of Silva and brought him back. That's why I went there.
The links were both
Bapair died too, but we also brought him back. Thanks to a lot happened. There was this frog named Garland. He died very stupidly.
There was this frog guy. He's dead now.
He's dead. Some of our friends got attacked by his ghost.
Oh yeah, his ghost is still around.
No.
Well, I suppose in hearing all that, it's probably a good thing I showed up then.
Yeah, why'd you show back up after all this time? It's been so long.
Well, I mean, I've been doing my job as magistrate, but
Yeah. I just figured you were happy in the tower. Doing whatever you do.
Pau, Sada, and Kasumi, would you make perception checks for me, please?
Sure.
Yep.
Okay.
Absolutely. Clap, 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 clap.
Well, I get to actually open up the Kasumi sheet for the first time in what feels like forever.
I rolled a
In
4.
50 years.
Rolled 8.
Okay. It's quiet, kinda subtle, but it's nothing on Logan. He looks like a pile of clothing as normal. It's more that you hear something, and it takes you a second. Paulina. Kasumi and Sada, you zone in on something slightly. You zone in on it faster. There is a sort of low rhythmic rumbling sound in the room. It's after a second, it occurs to you that it sounds like growling.
Oh.
And after a second more, you locate it as coming out of Matamura. He doesn't even seem to really be noticing it.
I poke.
He's standing a bit away from you.
You okay, man?
He looks towards you away from Logan, where he has been locked onto with narrowed eyes this entire time. I don't know this person. Are you friends with him?
Yeah, he came with us. He came with us from Raven to here. He's been our magistrate since, actually, dealing with all that paperwork. Oh,
When's
he's
the
been
last time you saw him?
a year and a half ago.
Why did you come here if you've been away for so long?
I've reached the ends of my research in the tower, and I was trying to mention that before.
Oh, yeah.
Though the tower itself holds more resources that we can utilize, nothing for my own individual research at the moment. However, you had said that you'd gone to great lengths to help our friends. So maybe, just maybe, I figured I could come here and, well, at the very least, ask your advice. And if more than that, ask for some assistance.
But quizzically tilts.
Are you okay?
No, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not. And you've every right.
Looking up at what's the name of the character?
The guy you
Matamura?
don't know is named Matamura.
Matamura. Looking up at Matamura.
You've every right to
Taps where his nose would be underneath the hat.
be suspicious. I smell it more than anyone.
He's gonna lift up his head, and you're gonna see the twin glowing purple gold eyes underneath there.
Matamura locks in on you, seeing your face for the first time. It seems like he can see perhaps underneath what you're showing a little bit better than the rest of the room. He's a bit closer to you. In a sudden flash of movement, his entire body seems to whirl in place, and in a moment later, a massive curling dragon is where he was once
Okay.
sitting, and he is basically hissing at you like a really angry cat.
Jeez.
I messed up.
What?
In the best of intentions,
What did you?
up.
What you do? What happened? Why you look like that?
He killed himself.
No, not quite. It was an experiment. Something to help understand the tower better. To help expand the dynasty. For you. For all of you. There was so much to learn there. And in more places around the world. It's my job to analyze the magic. To create new weapons and gear. I was only doing what I was asked.
I knew that place was no good.
I took it too far. I was unprepared. It took its toll on me.
He's going to take off his gloves. His hands are blackened, skeletal.
Jeez.
Are you undead?
Almost. But not quite. Something in between. You know that I'm a Twilight Sage. One who practices the balance of life and death. I tipped too far.
Greg.
Something corrupted my flesh, my soul. someone, something. I hear this voice in my dreams. And I fear that I know the name.
What is
But I'm too
who?
afraid to say it.
Sir Turxes?
Visibly, like, cringes at the name.
Sada grimaces.
I
Oh,
Jeez. Okay. So,
what
what
does this mean? Like,
yeah,
where are we at?
what can we
What do
do?
you need help with?
Yeah. So where to undo this?
Something. If I could potentially make another phylactery and cast off his corruption. Or there's other things, potentially. Purification, a blessed spring, great acts of good to counteract the negative, possibly bathing in pure positive energy. There's so many things, but I'm not sure if any of them would work. I did this for us. So that we could win. So that you could be where you rightfully deserve. I'm scared, guys.
Figure it.
I can feel myself slipping. My emotions draining away.
Friggin' hell.
I'm
Well,
terrified.
I think that's reasonable, but we'll figure something out.
Yeah. Jeez.
I'm
God. We're just having everything pile onto us at once here. Okay.
If there's anything I can do to help you where you are now, please just let me know.
Anyone in this room
Well,
have any ideas about how we can do any of those things to help you?
I mean,
I have several.
I look at Muramata.
Matamura's form crackles with lightning between his teeth, between the coils of his noodle-like body. He seems very displeased with the presence of Logan in the room.
He's a dragon, by the way. We just found that out as well. Oh.
That part seems rather obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah, he stopped crackling with lightning and he's just sort of looking at you flatly. So,
Yeah. I know how to defuse the situation expertly. Anyway. I mean, I would get it if he was doing anything, but he's clearly doesn't want to be like this, Matamura.
he just suggested that we help him build another phylactery.
Yeah, but there's other solutions too.
yeah,
It
and
wouldn't be for my soul. It would be for whatever corruption is coursing through my body.
And I have
Yeah.
no idea what actually building a phylactery entails.
Are you being like piggybacked by like another being?
It sounds like that. Something from
Like
from the big Z.
but like
And we've had dealings with the Elder Temple. Could this be the bells that toll?
The bells of eternal tolling.
Yeah, the bells of eternal tolling.
I don't have my webcam on this week, but I just shrugged.
I mean, yeah, Sada just throws that out there. She was a priestess of Sir Turxes, which I killed her physical form, but then she got out and like soul ran off. I don't know where she's gone since. But she works with the person who burned half the city down, the Burning Wrath. So not good news. You know anything? Like, how exactly did this start happening, Logan?
When I was looking into the various sides of the magic there, most of it is focused on self-aggrandizement, hedonism, but some of it could be used for us, for our people. Potentially strengthening the farms, enriching the land, giving life back to our soldiers, not in an unholy way.
He puts his hands up, realizes his gloves are off, and puts them back on. Clearly bothers him to look at them.
But I was not prepared for the level of depravity that I found in that castle, in that tower. The table was nice, and the self-made, the self-cooking kitchen is all right. But his notes, what level of mind could steep to such self-pleasure, such disregard for life? I sought to understand so that we would never have that fall, never go there. And in his research, he was siphoning off the life, the vitae of those around him in the town.
Yeah.
To
I
keep
remember that.
himself healthy and young and immortal.
Which he
As
was
a
in his
Twilight.
40s, so like
Yeah.
really.
Oh, I mean, maybe he thought that was the greatest time of his life. Who knows?
He wanted to have
don't-
that teenage charm, the boyish charm.
He's like super dead, right? We
Yeah,
we
yeah.
killed him
Pal,
for
pal,
sure.
you
He's-
fucking
That you killed the shit out
pal,
of him.
pal, you
Yeah,
crushed his
He's
skull.
incredibly dead.
It's
Yeah.
just he got away from us like twice, and I couldn't remember if we actually got him that last time or
Yeah.
no. We
First he
we
turned
did.
into
We
a thrush,
definitely
and then he turned into a cloud, and then you squashed his head.
Yeah.
did. Okay, cool.
Oh, he's incredibly dead.
Yes. So continue. What happened? What did you do, Logan?
I tried reversing some of the techniques that he'd used. Since my understanding of both life and death it's something I care about. The balance. They are both equal. Death begets life, life begets death, But
Yeah.
since he was siphoning off life to breed his life, and I know that the essences of death can breed life, as I'd done before, to help ease the souls on and to fuel my magic. I tried using a similar technique to gather the ambient energies that are left behind when people die. Not their souls per se, but more when we pass from this world, we leave a little something behind. It never gets used. It drifts and eventually coalesces into pockets of negative energy or manifests as dark shadows or wraiths or things of that nature.
Yeah.
Taking from something that would normally do harm and tried to do good. and you can see the results.
Yeah.
Worked at first. But as I tried to solidify my theories, green lightning, necromantic energy seared my eyes. And as they are now,
Lifts up his hat.
it's the color of my soul and the corruption that is trying to take it. It seared my flesh. I watched it slough off. It was horrifying. It didn't happen all at once either. Over the past couple of weeks, I've slowly watched myself fall apart, and I didn't know what to do. I didn't want to be a burden anymore. I wanted to carry my own weight, so I didn't reach out immediately. But I've exhausted all my options. I don't know what else to do. You guys are some of the best friends I've had. You got me out of the slums. I just wanted to do right. I know I'm not the best at peopling, but
Well,
We'll
let's
figure this
find
out. Yeah.
let's find a way to stabilize you,
Yeah.
and then we can find a way to fix you.
Yeah.
But
What,
I think if we've got people here who can figure things out, you know, how long could it take?
Should we tell Asai? Would she be able to help? Or I'm not sure.
Possibly.
Yeah. I don't know how she'd react to the state you're in,
Yeah.
but I'm considering that it's not intentional. I hope she'd be willing to help.
That's gonna be so mad. Oh.
Okay, so yeah, we gotta solve this. We gotta deal with the burning wrath. Deal with the multitude of dragons we now have here.
My
Explain-
favorite
explain
Song of
explain
Ice and
the
Fire novel.
explain the dragons to people. Okay, let's go find Asai first.
Well, Asai, player, is currently out of commission. So,
Yes.
with the introduction or reintroduction of Logan and the establishment of his current plight, as
Yes.
well as the plight of your entire island now truly overpopulated with dragons.
we got at least 4 of them. There might be more for all I know. Cream might be a dragon for all I know.
Matamura seemed to
hope.
indicate that there weren't any other dragons that he knows of, and dragons tend to know. But yeah, we will pick up next week. Same bat time, same bat channel.
Yes.
With
Surprised to see you back, Jack. I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah.
I got offered, and here I am.
Yeah. And I guess it's like Sal says. I think we're finally starting to reach the end of there. So
The end game.
yeah. We're at the end game. We're in the end
Yep.
game now.
it's time to wrap up all threads.
All threads. Yeah.
they brought me back for the end game, guys, and I got cursed.
Not the curse!
God.
The
curse!
The
Of
curse!
course,
Time
the
to go
curse.
back to
It's
Polonius.
back.
God damn curses and dragons.
Hey, Big Daddy P, can you do me another salad?
Again, Kasumi had a great month.
Yeah, good for Kasumi.
And
you know?
the moment we got back, it was all ruined for her.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I should have like read and took one look at the letter and been like, oh, Sada's back.
We're Kasumi's curse. Oh no.
If it weren't for you guys, she'd be a well-rounded young lady.
Yes.
I don't know. I think you've done a lot of growing as a person on this journey.
Oh, yeah. You may know about this already, Logan, but Chazari is the Grand Prince of Aven now.
Yeah, he's fucked off.
Yeah, he
Oh, yeah.
fucked off. Took over Viven.
There are some dealings with devils.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Yeah, the previous Grand Prince did some dealings with devils. She turned into one. She let loose a portal of devils. It was a whole thing. And then Shazari took over, won the election.
Is that why all the ships have his family's crest on them now? Oh man.
Most of the ships actually that are going into Sarugo at this point actually have Patazo crest,
Yeah,
but occasionally you
Patazo.
do see a Sensei marked one.
Yeah.
As Pascal has established a trading post in Hayaba.
Yes.
There's actually a lot of things you'll probably have to catch up on.
Yes.
Man. You read like 314 books, and then an additional 800, and time just flies.
It's surprising, I know.
A book a day.
Basically, yeah. Well, I mean,
That
you
seems
know,
more. That's more than a book a day.
Well, I mean, demiplanes are dope.
Mm.
A demiplane of slow reading, of slow time when you're reading.
Oh shit, guys.
Hyperbaric
That's why I was
Hyperbolic
so confused at what the,
time
what the,
chamber.
what the,
For
the year
books.
was.
The original Ghost Hunter series is back on TV, y'all.
Oh hell yeah!
I only know this because I was browsing through Facebook for some reason.
It's no Ghost Adventures, you know.
I mean, I'm all about my boys at BuzzFeed Supernatural and Now Watcher.
Yeah.
But yes, a lot happened. God.
Mhm.
God,
Alright.
yeah.
Oh,
Fuck, we gotta. Yeah, we got. You say we're nearing the end, but God, we have a lot of fucking shit to do.
You have some stuff to resolve. It's
Yeah.
true.
Such an understatement.
And we've even introduced some additional new problems.
Mhm.
As ever.
Hey,
Hi, I'm the
dragons,
new
guys.
problem. I'm an old problem. I just read my head again.
Yeah, you're no longer just a bio close that is sometimes in the background of seeds.
Yeah, now you're a pile of clothes that has a lot of issues, and we're concerned for.
uh,
God.
yes. Man, I love all these dragons.
I like the dragons.
I guess it makes sense. There's a lot of dragons out here, but man, there's a lot of dragons out here.
Sada thinks that they shouldn't think someone's evil by the color of their scales.
Yeah, you know, it's rude. Except dragons are slightly pathological. Just
Man,
mildly.
I wonder what they're gonna think when they see my purple scales.
Oh,
I don't know. Probably try to eat me.
You're an offshoot of kobolds. They will presume you are a servant.
Yes.
That's fair.
But yeah, until next time. I
Until
hope
next
you
time.
all have a very good week.
Yes.
And
It's nice to be back.
indeed, it's good to have you, Jack.
Yes.
Have a good night, everybody.
Indeed.
Good night.